Howdy, and welcome back to Atomic Heart with Wickedstorm Gaming. I'm starting to get very deepy and very... Hello.
Zahara. What is the subject of your query today?
Agent P3, personal file.
Your search returned 42 audio records.
Oh, that's not good.
So, which one do you want first?
Let's start at the beginning.
Careless.
Then pick one at random.
Okay.
Here's another one.
Oh. Bobbin. Okay. What do I do with it? Oh, that's probably not great.
Yes, it's part of the experiment. You won't see anyone. Not me, not anyone else. Okay, subject. You will now have a conversation with two young women. Their names are Betsy.
That's me.
And Olga.
Hello.
I need you to talk to them and tell me which of the young ladies you spoke to is not a human being, but an artificially generated voice. Is that clear?
Yeah, sure. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You may begin.
So, Betsy, do you have any kids?
I'm afraid not. But I want to have two when I finish my internship in about 3 years or so.
Huh. Okay.
That seems a bit weird.
And here's the last one. Olga, could you ever kill someone?
Me? I don't know. Maybe if they were an enemy or trying to hurt people. Yeah, I guess I could do it to protect the motherland.
Excellent. We're done here. So, which of the two young women you spoke with is a machine?
I think it's Betsy. Yes.
So, you think Olga is human?
That makes sense to me.
Please note.
I forgot which
that
one was
I never
which.
told you that either of them was human.
So they're both machines?
Actually, none of the individuals you've spoken to during this experiment are human.
Even you?
Thank you for your time. Please escort the subject out.
You clever bitch! Railroad satellite. I do not like how these are twitching. But we were immediately notified that it had malfunctioned. The official version, anyway. The unofficial version is more complicated. On the orbiting satellite, it can behave in a completely unexpected fashion in zero gravity, independently. Terminated communication with Earth. 2 years later, 1957, we're planning to send a remote-controlled module disguised as another satellite to shed some light on these events. Till then, Raymond will be described as a failed Shutter project official documents. The bit grew sentience. Plutonium is to be removed from Artem. He will... What? Okay. He will remotely report directly to me. God damn it. As for these linguistic oddities of his, leave it be. Give him elements of a new personality. Perform the necessary operations, install a module, put him in a hospital room under surveillance, or always turn a positive into a negative. What is with these cartoons? Who are you planning to show this to? I can't deny the Pioneer is excellent, and the Capitalist is also extremely convincing, but did you even read the assignment? It's supposed to be cute little cartoons about amazing equipment, so every schoolboy would dream of becoming not only a cosmonaut, but also a stalwart defender of the motherland. You got blood, guts, and death all over the screen. Does this seem cute to you? Does it seem like... Wait, this isn't the wolf and the rabbit, is it? This is the little dude in the fucking glove tutorials. Oh. That's the guy in the tutorials for the skills. About the article. This is my opinion on the article. The culture... It moved... instant messaging. All in all, I think it's well written. It's succinct. It does a good job of explaining the concept of developing faster ways to transmit text. A comparison to mail, then telegraph, then telephone, then finally the terminal system is quite good. However, your frivolous dalliance emotions via text is entirely out of place or even theatrical. How do you imagine people will use punctuation to fill text-based message with emotional content? There's between a dash and a hyphen or a comma. You don't understand the smiley face? You're an idiot. XOXO. I read what you wrote using the colon and pretended to make a smiley face. It's a cute idea, but I'll never approve something like that. I think you'd better off doing it a different way. If you want to show you're happy, you could write happy. If you feel sad, just write sad. Think it over. No, stupid. Go with the smiley face. Major, I read your plan to install an independent... It's going to make emojis. For comparative art technology for kids. Yay! I'm done reading. I'm done. I don't want to do it no more. Son of a bitch! Fix it! I got a material science related article, but in nature, there's no competition within the same species. That's not true. The one difference is a wolf eats a rabbit doesn't eat another rabbit. They most certainly fucking do. Rabbit cannibalism is a thing. Don't look it up. Nor knows what it get away with other wheat, but wheatgrass. So if there's a different species, if they show up somewhere where wheat is growing, they'll take food to compete with it. Wait, is he saying it's wrong that there's not... Whatever. I'm utterly stunned at your careless attitude and censorship materials that have been published following your consultation. Number of references to a complex as cut off in real life and poor connection to our production facility is simply false. First and foremost, a scientific integrated blah blah. A report. Seed tons process packed. God, it scrolls way too far. Nope. Dandelions. None consumed. Why did you take dandelions? Especially, wait, was it? Consumed 3 rodents, rats, and three rats ate 3 tons of garlic. That's how many? No, how many rats ate that garlic? Told you, especially about the dandelions. It's clearly an error. What are we supposed to do with 40 tons of dandelions on Mars? Dandelions grow like fucking crazy, actually. Like, they might be pretty good for terraforming. Like, if you want shit that's gonna grow everywhere and make oxygen or something, I mean, why not go with the plants that spread like fucking wildfire? Submit to the archive. Project Hemlock has been halted to mean... Hereby informed all materials pertaining to Hemlock are cataloged as top secret and designated A2, organized and filled, blah, 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 blah. Delete the names. Excerpt from Life magazine. Oh, boy. Ooh, despite its secrecy, Art of Silver in Latin has already become stuff of legend over European and American publication journalists are surprised by its extremely small staff, its incredible training equipment, and its name. Very typical of the Soviet Union, you got to admit, compared to abbreviations like Schmidt and it comes off as odd and clumsy. Rumors say the squad soldiers are described either as enormous red-eyed bears who eat children. What the fuck? Athletic blonde supermen. One look at who would have driven Hitler to dissolve the Reich and admit the German Uber's defeat. Their mystery will remain one. That seems more important. Following the events of both returned in a coma. Shit. They're a vegetative state and not connected to the neural network. No signs of consciousness. What about Tom Wolfe? Oh boy. Celebrations of evolution. Woo! They will show up the arm. I'm stuck in a chair. Alright. Let me have it.
I only need one for now.
What? Only one for now? Fuck you. Why not grab all of them? Lecture by them. Club minutes. There's a club. Debate club. Right. So much shit. No topic. Get over right now, please. Something's wrong. Uh-oh. Dumb and Dumber. Please change workstation designers. Put them as far away from Israel as possible. Despite these employees' excellent professional qualifications, their productivity plummets if they are able to converse with number and over. I've had friends like that. Oh, I'm shocked with things in the facility usually shock me in a good way. This time, simply outraged. The latest innovations in analyst structures of the future, we have allowed lab assistants to make predictions incredibly accuracy and importance. What are they doing? Right, they're logging into our systems to hear the latest music from the radio of the future. Right. I can't imagine the radio of the future would be that popular. Like, I'm listening to the fucking music from 80 years from now. Have you ever taken music from, like, today and showed it to someone who's, like, 90 years old? Like, they're not impressed. Right? It's like, if you could hear the music from 80 years from now, you probably wouldn't like it. You'd be like, what is this techno-babble bullshit? Data deleted! Ages test. That's probably about me. Attached files. Woo!
Nechayev has emerged.
Yep, okay, we can't look at these while that's going. P.S. I want a psychologist to check up requested.
Nechayev Nechayev has emerged from his year in rehab a new man, with new habits and behaviors. For example, he's become fond of a certain euphemism. Crispy critters.
I hate that thing.
It all started after one of the medics described him and Blesna as crispy critters during his recovery. He was still in a coma at the time. He suddenly leaped out of bed and nearly strangled the medic to death. The staff subdued him by shouting, "We're under fire," after which Plutonium ducked for cover, hit his head, and passed out. Ever since then, crispy critters has become part of his vocabulary. Could it be an example of psychological
stupid ass
imprinting?
same fucking lore? Also, what did it say 48 out of 45? What the fuck is that? Alright, where am I supposed to take this thing? I think I've looked at all the computers. Now I gotta listen to all the tapes. It's a corpse.
Try this one.
Commencing playback.
Okay.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly
Also,
injured.
why do we need such a big reel?
Technically speaking, they were clinically dead.
Cool. Important message. Let's go B2. Miss A10. Oh, they're playing fucking. Oh, yeah, they're playing Battleship. Everybody didn't listen. If I see this again, I'll keep one of you here of the other one transferred over to plant potatoes. Okay, I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, Dimitri, I don't want a new body. It has nothing to do with me putting on airs, as you put it. There's no point. This state, it's simply more practical and useful for myself and for you. You already have your dollars following around. Leave me be. It's a little while ago. Oh my god, it's a long one. We're at best a pure view of statistics and oh god. But today, thanks to the constant system predicting alternative histories, has literally become a science. Cool. To get very accurate report on history of the Soviet Union and World War II if the party had not approved Project Roboticide or Truth late 30. Stage 1 defeat. Due to the novelty of the technology and the weak adaptation of our manufacturing capabilities, robots turn out to be unable to resist within forces. Casualties are colossal. Soviet Union loses its territory up to Moscow. Stage 2, regrouping towards the middle of the war. Human casualties and pressure from the Reich become so great, the Red Army's only salvation lies in building more advanced combat robots. Yeah. Oh. 3, despite seeing the Soviet Union's defeat and refusing to believe in upcoming robot upgrades, Allied troops concentrate the forces and become more aggressive. Since they understand that Red Army will no longer be cannon fodder in the Union war, Reich Hochschild advance deep into the Soviet Union switches to the Western Front. Stage 4. Massive battalions of robots. Yay, robots! Reclaiming captured territory. Matter of weeks. Robots. Soviet robots. Europe. Y'all robots.
Agent Blesna could not be saved.
Oh, jeez, that's a lot of shit in your leg.
Plutonium's condition was less severe. It was possible to return him to combat readiness. However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are just general observations. Find another recording.
Okay, oh god, another one. Are you cheating again? Submarine. What are you, Sybil? If you hit at A10, there can't be anything at B10. Did you forget you can't put ships right next to each other? Can't see what you're doing from up here. Why are you using your workplace to play battleships? This demonstrated clearly, if indirectly, man learned of vice not after eating of a mystical fruit, but after coming to know himself. Body dictates vice to us, what we procreate, blah, blah, blah. Radio of the future does not exist yet. Yeah, alternative timeline, the Third Reich never invented the V2 rocket. You want to know how the world would be different? Okay, I'll tell you. It wouldn't. Do you know why? Because the invention knew it's an arm race. For a reason, it's a race. I mean, someone has to come in first. In our history, Germans came in first, so that didn't particularly help them. Americans were nipping at their heels, as were the Brits. Yes, the V2 has a stunning influence on missile design and space program, but just a matter of time. Tell me who invented the radio? What's really interesting, what would have happened if the damn fascists hadn't invented that plague of theirs and mowed down half the world's pot? What the fucking plague? Ultimate childish question in the vein of who'd win a fight, a shark or a bear. The bear, obviously. I mean, that depends if they're fighting on land or in the water, doesn't it? Like in the water, I don't think bears are that good as swimmers. Not enough to keep up with a fucking shark, anywho's. And on land, the shark's fucking helpless, honestly. It's a really stupid comparison of animals, I'll be honest with you. Oh, I can't loot that one. Alright, well, there was another one somewhere. Getting real sick of all these fucking computers. There it is. Final letter. Hypothetically speaking, today's discovery is can actually send this letter to the past, say 30 years ago, to myself at this very terminal, for example. Assault anything. Run! The robots have revolted. Save yourself. Unfortunately, this is just a theory. We're actually quite far from actually communicating with the past. Memory of that day until my death 63 years from now. No, he has no memory of his wife. Events in Bulgaria. Oh dear, I had a wife? Already fit for duty, awaiting orders. Unfortunately, during the key phase of justice, the employee expressed sympathy with the agents, describing them as returning from their ordeal as crispy critters. Expressed that sense, yeah, that's me. Data deleted. Not very fucking well.
After the incident, plutonium's brain was no longer suitable for a spark polymer extension. So I designed a similar polymer-based brain function extension for him called Voschod.
Right.
Cheriton, may he rest in peace, would be pleased to hear that his designs had not been wasted.
Cool. Alright, well, now we gotta go get those. I can't jump, which will make getting around all these fucking desks a lot easier, god damn it. Hold on. There's one right here.
Okay, play this one.
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism, Plutonium received a new call sign, P3, and is now under my direct command and observation. P3's contact with Argentum has been kept to a minimum, and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
Stop saying crispy critters.
Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
Listen, Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
I thought I was a soldier or something.
Huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
Because before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording.
Oh god, that one did not like being picked up. Okay, that's broken. I don't know if there's any more of these. Chair. Yeah, this might be the last one.
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voschod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective.
Lovely.
Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium.
Uh-oh, they put a Pokeball in my head.
The first two operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
Yeah,
The
euthanize
frontal
is
lobes
slightly
are
different.
partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage.
Angry baby!
The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Okay.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy? How did you know that? Yet a Voschod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Ah,
Your
she's
wife.
dead.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
No, I'm sure you
With
haven't.
Voschod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo. via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
Yeah,
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
Yep. And now you're in that paradise, you go fucking
Your
crazy.
body will kill whoever he tells it to.
Apparently, it looks like an explosion afterwards.
Fucking horseshit. What about the hallucinations? Are they also Sechenov?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Fun times.
Why the hell should I believe any of this?
You just saw a fucking recording of it, dumbass. Not to mention we read like 30 things on the damn computers about this.
Right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him.
Yeah, I will. Well, bitch, you gonna go ask him or not? The timer's gone off, so you need to make a decision. That's an unflattering angle. Hello. Nice nostrils.
What's the plan, Major?
Very well groomed. No nose hair. Very good. The fuck?
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
Right.
So you bring me there as your captive, and then what?
Then he triggers the hallucination things, and I kill you. Yeah.
And then we play it by ear.
That's not gonna go well. Damn, we play it by ear.
So that's how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
All right. Well, I need to find a save.
Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char a ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Really?
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
Not much.
What else can we do, Sergei?
You
You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
Revenge!
Guess you're right, Chariton.
Yeah.
Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the Collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen.
Fun times.
Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of Collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of Collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of Collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
You killed her.
But I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You killed
You
her.
and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a child, she studied ballet and
What was
made
with the
significant
pause?
achievements in both dance and martial arts.
Is she the ballerina
Ballet and
robots?
Martial arts. Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS.
Yeah, it does sound like
never do
BS.
something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After
yeah.
your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills
I can see
into
the
his
reflection of
bodyguard's
this thing
matrices.
in the roof. That's weird.
This is... Holy shit.
Oh my god, twists! Oh, what a twist!
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
Fantastic. Can I get a save? Fantastic. Game saved. Great. We'll talk to you next time. For now, like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want, share it if you can, and do what you want. There's a lot of fucking talking out of nowhere. It always happens right at the end of the episode when I want to call it a day. Every damn time. Doesn't matter the game. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Have fun.